It's October 11th. I'm Chief Meteorologist Amy Metz with the United Cajun Navy, taking a look at the Cajun Navy weather app. We're starting off where there have been aerial flood watches, all in the green there, along with some severe thunderstorm warnings outlined in the orange, and the red outlines being some river or creek flooding. This has been going on as Priscilla, the leftovers of it, are running into a cold front. So as these two systems interact, 2-inch hail is the hazard there in the center with 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts for this particular storm. At the bottom, you will be able to find these kind of informations for any alert to see the maximum possible impacts, including tornado here in this case. So in any event, wherever these warnings are, you'll be able to touch them using the Cajun Navy weather app and get more information. When it comes to this aerial flood watch, that means we're watching for a flood that could be. This is going to be through Saturday evening, and there could be a few areas tomorrow that still do have heavy downpours, but the majority of this moisture from Priscilla will be moving on by then. But then we have another depression to the south, Raymond. This is also going to carry more moisture over the early week into Arizona, but mostly New Mexico. So do expect that some more of these severe storms could be popping up a little bit further east as those two very different systems interact. It's tornado weather when we get very cold air from the north mixing in with that warmer air from the south, different densities, and all the differences in them is what creates that turbulence and that quickness for that air to equalize. And what we're dealing with on the East Coast is a low pressure system that has quite a bit of rain with it, to the point that along with coastal erosion, we're also seeing water inside of the homes along eastern North Carolina. Impacts here 1 to 2 feet of inundation above ground level. So a lot of the roads there are flowed over right now with water. That's expected to last through Monday morning. And going down the coast, we see that there's plenty of rip current statements along the shorelines all the way down through Miami. Starting to dry out a bit there, but still those small craft advisories are there. And along Texas, South Texas, also some coastal flood advisories in effect through Sunday morning. Again, similar to North Carolina, we'll be seeing some water in the parking lots there. Hopefully people's homes are staying safe through that. I know it's not the case for everybody in North Carolina. Now, going up into the layers section, there's a top right corner where you can select different data points. I'm going to switch now and also take off the spaghetti model so it's not so busy, but we now have the 24-hour precip. This is forecast through 8:30 Eastern time on Sunday. And Miami area finally catching a little bit of a break after so much rain. About 4 inches maximum is forecast there. Here's the legend, something that you can select in the settings tab. And then off toward the north, we're seeing those small craft advisories in the peach. So those are kind of receding as they had been covering most of the Gulf the other day. Now rainfall totals north of Myrtle Beach are going to be fairly extreme. In some cases, over the next 24 hours, we could be seeing some pockets with more than 6 inches of rainfall, but quite a few more than 4 inches, and that does pretty quickly create some flash floods. So be careful there. Remember that phrase, turn around, don't drown. Don't need to drive through moving water in most cases. You can usually find another route. So please stay safe through that. And remember, Raymond is still going to be carrying in more moisture after this 24-hour period along the areas of Arizona into New Mexico. We'll keep you updated on that, the United Cajun Navy.